now we're going to explore kinesthetic awareness when doing remote work, because that's the application of those kinesthetic awareness demonstrations we just did. How do you feel after them, by the way?
I feel great, phenomenal, life-changing. It is wonderful.
Life-changing?
Life-changing.
Why?
Because I'm actually thinking it and I'm aware of it.
It's put you in touch with something.
It has. And as soon as I'm thinking about it, I automatically am able to fix myself, or, you know.
We try not to use the
word
fix.
It's not fixed.
But encourage.
Correct.
Encourage yourself.
Yes.
Encourage the direction. Bring yourself back.
Back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Fix is an interesting word, because fix is repair what's broken. But we also use the word fix in the Alexander technique for getting stuck. You fix on something, and you fix it, and now it's in position and must be held there, just like that. Now it's fixed. That's what we don't want to do. We actually use the two words fix versus free. Fixed versus free.
Okay.
So like if you're holding your hand tight like this, it's fixed. And if it's able to move, it's free. So we actually use the word in a specific
free
way.
is a better word. Yes.
Yes. So we're freeing ourselves from being stuck and tight and held and fixed in a position. But of course, fix means repair also, and we do want to repair. Anyway, what I want to do is move on. There is a huge topic, kinesthetic awareness, and I want to move on into a little bit of application. We can't possibly be comprehensive and cover everything. You know how long it takes to train as an Alexander teacher?
A long time.
3 years.
Wow.
And that's what's called a minimum training. And 3 years of 15 hours a week, not 3 years of 1 weekend a month.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's intensive.
It is.
And you really have to change a lot of patterns inside yourself. But that's not what you need for this. What you need for this is to understand kinesthetic awareness and understand how it applies and be able to work with yourself in that. And that's what I'm hoping to take a step or two forward with in this demo.
Great.
So the thing I wanted to review was how we know stuff because of kinesthetic awareness. So the first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now raise your arm, your right arm up above your shoulder. That's right. Right up. Point your fingers at the ceiling. Go all the way up like that. Okay. Now can you tell that your arm is up in the air?
Yes.
How? How do you know?
Because I put it up in the air.
Is it, or can you feel it?
I
Does
can
your
feel
right
it.
arm
I
feel
can-
different from your left arm?
Yes, I can feel that it is up.
Okay. Now the sense for being able to feel that is called kinesthetic awareness. Literally. It tells you where your body parts are and that kind of information. So that's one example of kinesthetic awareness. You can bring your arm down now.
Okay.
And you don't have to have it up there the whole time in order to be kinesthetically aware. Okay, but there is another aspect to it. So we use our sense of touch to be able to feel things and interpret what they are and make sense of our environment. We can use our touch. So using your touch this and give me a description of its property.
Soft, flexible.
Soft, okay. Now touch this and tell me about its feeling.
It's hard, not flexible.
Firm, firm, not as giving and yielding, right?
Correct.
Things like that. Okay, what about this versus this? What kind of kinesthetic sense do you get if you feel this compared to this?
Compared to this, it's more giving. It is softer than this.
And what can you tell immediately by touching it in terms, there's a dynamic that you can feel immediately of this compared to this. It's in the thick-thin axis, right?
Yes. This feels thicker. This feels much thinner.
Yeah. And we get this from the sense of touch, but obviously from something else as well. Because you're touching the surface, there's something different. What about this? If you run your finger along here, what do you get?
It's rough.
Yeah, that's enough. It's rough. You can tell that it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what if you touch this? What sense do you get?
It's smooth, but also rough. If
Well, how does it compare to this? This is soft. You said, what is this?
This is hard.
Okay.
Yes.
So we've got soft, hard.
Mm-hmm.
We've got thick, thin.
Mm-hmm.
We've got rougher, smoother. We've got a whole lot of dynamics
Mm-hmm.
that we can feel with our sense of touch,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also via another sense that we're experiencing that. And that other sense is kinesthesia. It's the kinesthetic sense. We don't need to use our sense of touch to experience those qualities. So I want you to close your eyes, put the pencil in your right hand, and I want you to, you can use the eraser end of the pencil, and I want you to poke here and tell me, what's that feel like?
Feels soft and flexible.
What's that feel like?
Hard, not flexible.
Okay, what's this one feel like?
That is flexible.
And
Softer.
compared to that, that's thick,
Hard, thick. Yes,
thicker,
thick, thinner.
thinner. And what's this feel like?
Oops. Hard and not
Keeping
flexible.
your eyes closed, right.
I am. Hard,
Okay.
not flexible.
Okay, so Diane, here's the trick question that's more difficult to answer, but is where the information is. Are you feeling it? That so hard, soft, thin, thick? Are you feeling that here? With that, does that have sense organs?
No.
So how can you tell? How come you can tell those different qualities?
Feeling it in my hand.
Is it in your hand?
No, I guess it's in. I'm sensing it. I don't.
You are. Which sense are you using? We're busy exploring the specific sense. Okay, starts with the K.
Oh, kinesthetic sense.
The
Okay, kinesthetic.
You see how confusing
Yes,
it is?
it is confusing.
It's very confusing. You don't realize how much you use the kinesthetic sense. No, it's like if we're walking, we need to know where the floor is.
Correct.
How far away is the floor from our foot? That's a kinesthetic sense. That orientation in space. Yeah, we have to. You know that your arm's up here via the kinesthetic sense. You know that you're this far from the table via the kinesthetic sense. You know that that is soft via the kinesthetic sense. Firm, thick, thin, hard via the kinesthetic sense. But now let's detect where we're experiencing it. Actually, this is not in your hand.
Okay.
It isn't in your hand. It's somewhere else. And it needs to become more and more central. So let's go here. Let's go soft. Okay, you do it on your own, so I'm not influencing things. Now feel here, 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 and here what soft feels like. So in your joints, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Okay, now feel hard. I'll bring it over to you. Feel here, 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 here. Can you feel it in those places, the kinesthesia?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, now your arm has become very stiff, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying.
I am.
Now take a look at your left hand, how tense it's become.
Mm-hmm.
This is the application of what we did. No, don't worry. You're right on track. This is the application of the Alexander technique. Bring your other hand up. Now relax your arms. Find the ceiling with the top of your head. Feel how you've pulled out of your back. Go back into your back. That's it. Now use the back of your neck. Relax the back of your neck. Relax your jaw. Go back to your lovely Alexander centeredness. That calm place where you come out of habit. There you go. Letting the seat support you. Now take the pencil and try soft with a relaxed arm and try hard. Are you getting more information?
I can feel it up in my arm.
More detail.
More detail, yes.
Right. Now I want you to feel this in your spine. I want you to do that, and I want you to be able to feel it in your spine, in the middle of you. And here too. I listen with this part of me a lot. Feel how that your spine is responding. Look, your spine's even relaxing from that stimulus now, instead of getting tighter. And notice that you've come back into yourself. You're not leaning forward and narrowing down into what you're doing. You see that?
I do. You're right.
Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
Yeah, feel the ceiling as you're doing that. Include the ceiling in your attention span. There you go. Now there's a place where the information is being allowed to come in. Now feel the hardness and see of the cardboard and feel it. See if you can feel it in your back, with your back. You've got to keep tapping though. As you're tapping, be aware of how it affects the middle of your being. See that?
Mm-hmm.
It actually gives you a little rhythm that you can start to dance to almost.
Yes, it does.
Instead of it just being this thing that you're poking at, suddenly, there you go. Isn't that different?
That is, yes.
All of you doing the same thing all at the same time. Instead of just your hand and arm.
Okay, you're right. Well, that's interesting.
Isn't it?
It is.
Okay, but now, just stay relaxed. Now feel how different and weird the paper feels in comparison to the cardboard. It's a whole new experience. Now, pièce de résistance, the rock. Feel it in the middle of you, not at the extremities. Isn't that great?
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
Good student. I love the way you're enjoying this.
I am. This
Yeah,
is fun.
it's so fun to learn, isn't it?
It is.
It
I
really
love
is.
to learn.
Anyway, that's just to make a point. So, but look, and I've asked people to experiment with this, and I bet none of them did. But isn't that enlightening for you?
It is. It
It is enlightening. Now notice how you're going back into your habit. You're narrowing back down again. That's okay. We all do. Don't jerk on yourself. Don't pull on yourself. Just calm back down, and it's breathing. Breathing is the key. Okay, I tell you what. Move all of that over and out the way.
Okay.
Very good.
Whole way of looking at things.
Move the pencil across too.
All right.
And now let's work on a proxy crystal. So I want you to attune that to me, because then I'll be able to feel what you're doing.
Okay. So I need to clear it first.
Yeah, it won't have anything on it. It hasn't been
Okay.
used. Let me see if we've got a bowl. Yeah, it's.
You said it hadn't been used, but
It's been in a box. Waiting. Then it called us. It wanted to
did.
participate now.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Now open up in yourself. Feel the room behind you. Feel the ceiling. Open up more. I can feel that you're narrowing down still.
Yes.
Yeah. So with your eyes, look up, look over at the camera. Include everybody in this. That's it. There you go. Now I feel like I can relax in my back, and I think your back is relaxing too. So you don't want to narrow in.
Yes.
There's your first application. Now you're enjoying that. You're being in the present.
I am in the
because
present.
it's a true attunement that's happening now. Then you feel the connection.
Yes.
I'm sitting right next to you, but remember in remote work, the person's far away, and you're waiting for that feeling of connection of your whole being now being attuned and connected. Very nice. And I feel like you're doing that movement to me. It feels to me like you're doing this to me as you're doing that to the crystal, because you invited me in.
Okay.
And that's what you wanted to do. Very, very nice. Okay, we don't need that. Just put that back for when you do need it in a moment. Yeah. Okay. So we've put the proxy on the mic. So let's start with pricking. So I'm going to do it here on my proxy. And I'm going to prick. And you see it's a short, sharp movement. And I'm feeling whatever it is that I feel. Now see what you get doing that with the pricking. Can you feel yourself narrowing down again? Don't. Let yourself relax. Feel your back. Don't worry about what you're doing. Expand the range of your, that's it, of your attention. Now tell me when you get the click, that's enough pricking.
Yeah.
Yes, you got it. Now where did you feel it?
Where did I feel when I
That's enough pricking.
In my back.
In your back.
Yes.
Not over here in your hand, not in your wrist. It was a feeling on the inside of you. And that's what you want to build and develop. Excellent. That's enough feeling. It's a very clear feeling, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now what if you were to wave this? Oh, we didn't do the rough part of the cardboard. I want to just go back over that. If you take that, you don't have to close your eyes for this, but take that side, take the point of the pencil and just run it along for that rough feeling. You see how that's rough? Mm-hmm. That's one of the sensations you get when you're doing remote work, is that slight bumpy, rough feeling. And then that's something that you smooth out. So you can, now you're addicted. I can feel stuff.
I can do this all day.
It's like Montessori school or something. Okay, put that back over there, and that over there, just so that it's clear for the camera. Okay, so see that when you do the feather, it's kind of the same thing. You want to feel whether the energy field is smooth or rough. I'm just going to feel, is it smooth or rough? We'll see what you get. But that's what you're sensing. And you keep doing that until you get the smooth feeling, basically. What you getting, smooth or rough? Little rough. I did too.
Okay.
It's nice we can let's stay connected. It's nice. That's it. This is a whole new world, isn't it?
It is.
I can see how it's grabbing your attention so nicely. And there, it's smoother now, isn't it?
Yes.
And where are you feeling that?
In my back.
In your back. Mm-hmm. Hooray.
Yeah. It's
excellent.
Interesting because I'm not using it here anymore. I'm feeling it.
Yes.
In the back, which is all. I feel like where I'm all connected, all centered.
Correct. Exactly correct. Because you see, the tension in your arm was blocking the kinesthetic experience of that connection.
That makes sense.
With the energy, which is why we want to get that set up via the Alexander technique.
So even if you're doing the technique correctly, you're not getting it. You're not getting the feeling that can.
You're exactly correct, except that I would say that you're not doing the technique correctly unless you're kinesthetically available to receive the information.
Okay, correct.
And it is the most important thing, because you can do the technique slightly off, and the crystals and the energy will correct you if you're getting the kinesthetic feedback. It will help you stay on track. But if you're not actually getting the kinesthetic sensations, there's nothing to correct you. There's nothing for you to know, oh, I'm not doing this correctly yet.
Okay.
When you're doing it correctly, the kinesthesia is included.
Great.
That's the important point.
Great. Yeah. So you can go through the motions.
You can go through the motions, and it's just a tight arm, nothing happening. So let's continue. So we did that. So now how about you comb with that, sweep with that for basic prep, and see. Now look how you prepared yourself.
See,
You're a good student. You did great. That was excellent.
Okay. A little rough.
It's,
a little.
I know, but aren't you getting a whole new amount of information? And now that you've got that kinesthetic sensitivity, you can test. If I go closer, how does it feel? If I go further away, how does it feel? Look at you!
Now that feels smoother to me.
Yes, so you needed to go closer.
Wow. It's a game changer.
It is a game changer. A whole new game has opened up, hasn't it? Yeah. That's thrilling.
And I'm feeling it in my back, not letting this stop me or
get the information.
Yes.
Exactly correct. Now, I tell you what, let's do opening the chakras. And for this, you're going to use this, and it is much easier. We're both going to stand up, so we'll just move our chairs back. because if you're sitting, it's just too crunchy.
Yes.
And so you want to stand, and you can open the chakras like so. And this, then you don't have to use the pendulum, because the kinesthetic awareness will tell you if the chakra is responding and how the chakra is responding and how it's spinning and everything. So just go ahead and open the chakras. And you just keep coming into your back. The less intense you are about feeling it there, the more information you're going to get through all the rest of you. Exactly.
It's smoother that this as I'm.
It's smoother because you're smoother.
It's. I feel like it's rounder.
That's
so it's
it.
not going all over the place. So I feel like I'm better at reading this because of
Your shoulder
my
release.
shoulders are releasing, and I can feel it in my back because that's released.
Perfect. Now, how about your feet on the ground? How's that going?
Good. I'm keeping my focus on the heels.
Oh,
Staying
good.
more back on the heels, like I can feel my toes, and I'm still standing. I'm not
Correct.
falling.
Correct. And see, me, because this proxy crystal is connected to me, I feel better. I'm coming onto my heels because you're coming onto your heels.
Okay.
Because I've got empathic resonance as well as kinesthesia coming through. See, now that feels so comfortable, and I can feel that you're on my solar plexus chakra. I've got this whole swirling feeling here.
So
It's amazing.
It's very comforting, even for me.
This is the thing. When you're working correctly, you get a lot for yourself as well. And the person on the receiving end is getting a whole lot more. All right.
That's amazing.
All right. Do my
right.
crown chakra by picking up the crystal like so and
Like,
holding it
like this.
like this. Yeah. So you're too close. But
Too
feel
close.
first that you're too close. Get the kinesthetic experience of go too close and feel what that feels like, and then go further away. And you want to see what that kinesthetically feels like. So with your arms like this, your body's gone tense. So let it release. And it does. Because when our arms come up in front, and you have to look out for this if you play the flute and the violin and so on, as your arms come out in front, your body has to reorganize itself because you've changed your center of gravity and you've changed that organization. So you need to adjust. And the best way is find the ceiling with your crown chakra. Yes. As soon as you did that, the energy opened up. I opened up. I lengthened. Nice. And you see how you now naturally want to just get further away from the crystal?
Yes.
And it's because I've got this giant crown chakra, because I'm teaching at the moment.
That feels nice.
Isn't it? It's addictive.
It is addictive.
That's why I do it.
Wow.
All right, so you're not quite central, so you want to come this way. Leave the left hand steady.
Okay.
Come this way and go more that direction to stay
Okay.
even. It's always what happens when you work from one side. That's it. Now see how perfectly you're bending at the elbow and connecting to your feet as you're doing this.
Yes.
That is correct.
I can
You're
feel
great.
it in my heels.
All right. So this is addictive. I want to do just one more thing with you now, because
Should I put this?
yes, put that there, because we don't want to do too much. So it's an important dynamic, and what we can do is we can do more on another day. But there's just so much we can learn and absorb
Sure.
in a given moment. So let's not overdo it. But one of the most difficult ones to get is the infusion, because in person infusion is rather excellent because it's so easy. We just infuse directly into the tissue. But when you're working on the crystal, it's really a hard move.
Sure.
So you have to adapt it, and then your kinesthetic sensitivity has to be sharpened up quite a lot. So I've noticed people struggling with that. So I'm going to give you these two, and I'm going to demonstrate here. So just watch me in the beginning. This is one of the things we learn in the Alexander technique. You can hold the stones, you can be gentle, but you want to let go of all trying and effort, and you want to let yourself be in the room, spatially organized. That's really good. That's really nice. That's it. Don't pull on yourself. Again, engage the brain rather than jerking the body. There you go. So now just gently watch me. It took me a long time to figure out how, but I get the crystals connected. I go beyond the crown of the proxy crystal, and I get the crystals connected, and then I come back and I go as close as I possibly can to the proxy crystal. And I begin to infuse as close as I can into the proxy crystal. And when I'm getting it, I get a very specific connected sensation kinesthetically.
Okay.
I'm expecting you not to manage in the beginning. It's quite awkward and difficult.
I was going to
So don't worry about doing a wrong move.
Okay.
I need you to just be yourself. All right. So now the first thing to notice is how tense you became in your body. It's not going to work, is it?
Nope.
Yeah, you can already tell. So you know what? Just bend, make sure that your elbows get some bend in them, because if straight arms are not as sensitive as bent arms, scoot forward a little bit on your seat.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, all right. That's
heels.
Get your feet on the ground.
I have my heels on the ground.
Find the ceiling. Right. Now, start by getting the stones connected up here. Then I'm going to let you see how that you had to do that. So then that ergonomically is not going to work for you. So we bring the crystal closer.
Okay.
Okay,
so I
to
don't want
you.
to start way up here.
You're just trying to get a connection from there to there. And that connection has to go through your back, as you have quite correctly stated a few times now. Do you feel how you're allowing now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's a way of going, it means go quiet and stop trying, just be, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Because when I'm not thinking about it, it just happens.
Yes. There's thinking that is directive and constructive, and then there's thinking that you're getting in the way and you're interfering.
Exactly.
And we're using the same word, thinking.
Thinking.
But it's thinking with trying and effort, that's the one that gets in the way. There you go.
Now
all
I
right,
can
now
feel
now you can feel it. And where are you feeling it?
In my back again. That's where I seem to.
Yeah, there you go. So that's it.
Get as close.
That's it. Now these crystals have to stay connected through each other, hey?
Yes.
And you can go a little bit faster, because doing it so slowly requires muscular engagement. Can you see how that one's lost that one?
Mm-hmm. So when that happens, do I just think
think
about it again?
Yeah, just think and reconnect. That's it. That's it. Open your attention. Don't be too intensely into there. That's it. Right, now repeat. It gets easier every time. Once you know what that feeling that you're looking for. And this is different, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You've probably struggled with infusion because everybody has, including me.
Yes.
This is first layer infusion that we're talking about. That's it.
It
Go
does
a little faster. And I know why you're going slowly, because you want more connection between the stones, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to feel more happening, right?
Yes.
I'll show you how to get that.
And I want to make sure that I'm close enough.
And all those details, correct. Okay, so let me show you now. So once you understand about connecting, then you can get more connection. You can do, if I hold the stones this way, then I'm going to get more of a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Like that. In fact, that's very strong. Isn't that nice?
It is. I like that I'm taking the time to...
Taking the time.
That's
right.
for
It's
me,
brilliant.
because I always tense up and I don't take the time a lot of times. So
That's it. Taking the time. It's key. And why What have I been saying to all of you? Trying to put too much into a session. You're trying to do too much. You must just choose one thing and practice it well. And this is what I mean. Oh my goodness. What an advance, huh?
That is great.
Okay,
Yes.
now you do that a few times, and each time you'll feel a little bit more clearly. And you know what? You've got yourself so much better organized. You can shift a little bit back and get a bit more support from the seat.
It's like you can feel it infusing.
Exactly. You can feel it infusing, and that is kinesthetically feeling the infusion. It's an actual kinesthetic experience in your own whole body, not in your hand.
That is amazing. Oops.
It's very empowering.
Wow. Great.
What
I like
fun!
That was fun.
Happy?
I am happy.
Me too.